All right, all right, all right.
Hey, you guys.
Welcome to another fantastic live stream episode of the Luxurious Lounge. Did you just pinch me?
I pinch poke you on me a Coke.
1, 2, 3 drinks, you owe me a Coke.
What are we doing today here in the Luxurious Lounge?
We have End Pump Fun. Even though we're not actually ending Pump Fun, we have another legitimate badass project that we're going to be bringing up here in a minute. For everybody that's tuning in, we just want to say thank you. We've been a little over a month now. We've been doing this, and it's just getting better and easier and bigger, and more people are reaching out, and more people that we keep meeting in the space. It's only been a little over a month, so imagine in like 6 months or a year.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be so cool.
We've had some amazing guests, and today is no exception. He is the man behind not Rug Reapers. Yeah. Rug Reapers. I was like, wait, is that something else?
No.
Don't want to read the wrong. His name is...
Should we bring him on?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get the man behind
Here we go.
the page. There he is.
What's going on?
Welcome.
Can you still hear us
What
okay?
up? Yeah. No, thanks for having me here.
Perfect. All right.
Wow.
Well, let's introduce yourself to anybody that actually already knows you, or people that are going to come in later and want to know who you are.
Yeah, describe you, man behind End Pump Fun, to us.
Yeah, I mean, should I give like the full?
Yeah, whatever you
Should
feel.
I give the whole like pitch of the project, or just tell you a little bit about me?
How about we start with you,
Yeah.
because we want to know the man behind it.
Yeah.
So tell us about you can start from when you were a little kid.
No.
I wanted to start
At one time at band camp.
or 2017 when you got into crypto.
I mean, I honestly can a little bit.
Go for it.
Just because like I've been like sober 2.5 years or so.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting a little lag here or delay, but I think it's all right.
Congratulations.
But
on that.
anyway, so yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, there is a delay here. But we'll figure it out. But yeah, no. So I've been sober like a little over 2.5 years. It took me, many attempts. I guess growing up, I kind of was a kind of crazy person. A lot of not crazy, but a lot of drug issues, a lot of crazy times. Was in and out of rehab for a very long time. Didn't really have my financial situation together then. And then, I don't know, eventually something kind of clicked without getting into too deep on those times. Eventually something clicked, and, I kind of spent the first year getting my health back up, focusing on working out, spiritual condition, all that, connecting with people, rebuilding trust with my family. And then I actually had a court case because I violated the living hell out of my probation for like a year straight. Ended up beating that court case, and I was pretty sure I was going to jail. And that sort of moment made things a little bit more like, made me believe in God more, and made me kind of more focused on what I need to do. So I don't know, I eventually got into sales, turned out I was really good at sales, and I'd always been into crypto for, I'd probably been into crypto for like, I want to say like 5-6 years, but originally it was just like buying Bitcoin and holding it.
Yeah.
But then about 3-4 years ago, essentially a little bit before I got sober, I sort of had a wallet, started messing around with like Solana coins and shit like that. But nothing really noteworthy, you know what I mean? Just like shitty meme coin trades here and there.
Yeah.
But once I started getting my financial situation back, I started I got a little bit more crypto, started holding more things, got a little better at trading, was doing that for a while. Then I also got into sales. And right now what I do for work, I sell like rare collectible silver coins over the phone, and I'm really fucking good at it. Like I'm the top dude in my office by a long shot. And I sort of just got my financial situation together. Me and my friend were going to start a business, and he kind of got jealous because we worked at the same place, got me the job there, and he started getting upset because I was doing better than him. So he tried to cut me out of the business, and then it kind of made me die. When that kind of pissed me off, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get more into crypto again, because I was sort of backing off of it, like just holding like some Sol and Ethereum and a couple tokens here and there. But then went right back into trading again, and I was doing decent, but I just started seeing all these tokens with like a lot of potential just rugging out like right away, and it started frustrating, and I felt like the state of like, you know, the trenches or Solana tokens weren't what they were like a couple years prior.
Oh, yeah.
And pretty much one day I got rugged like 3 times back to back, which isn't the craziest thing, but it was the fact that they were like all things that really could have had potential, and people either got greedy or they just didn't want to see it through. I mean, they were probably, you know, obviously planning on rugging from the start, but I was like, dude, this is fucking dumb, dude. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to launch my own token because I can't trust any of these other devs. And that's kind of how this whole thing started.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds so familiar.
Yep.
Been there, done that so many times. As soon as you buy the chart, it immediately drops like 40% and never recovers. You're like, what the? Such a good narrative. So many just, you know, trashed.
That's what this picture was, the meme. It was just like, it's so frustrating. Yeah. He's been doing it a long time, so it sounds like his journey is similar.
Yeah. Like 98% of the stuff that comes through is like garbage. Just rug after rug after rug after rug. How long ago did you launch it?
I feel like... So I launched it like 7 months ago. And like I said, man, it was... I really thought like getting it, because I'd launched other tokens before. You know, I'd launched like random like shit coins that I thought were funny and were like, oh, this might do something, and it never really did. But when I launched this, I was like, I'm gonna make it like a fully legit project. And I was kind of new, like starting out on like really building a good project. So the first couple months of it were a little, I don't want to say shaky, but like I was navigating different people. A lot of people were, you know, just people that had that pump fund mentality. Because that's what I say with this project, you know, we're not really going to shut down pump fund. It's on pump fund. We're trying to end the pump fund mentality. You know, I feel like the platform itself isn't the problem. But I think, you know, and it brought a lot of liquidity in for the Sol chain. I'm a huge fan of Solana. And I think while Pump helped it, it also opened the door for a lot of people to be taken advantage of. And the thing is, the platform can be used to build good projects. So the whole idea is launch a token on that project that is sort of, you know, the point of the name is meant to be like slightly controversial.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of catches your eye, but it's also really just kind of proving a point that you can build a real project out of there, and it doesn't have to happen overnight. You can build a real community about it, you know, sort of bringing it back to like the glory days of Web3. At least that's the intention.
Yeah, definitely with a name like that, with people that don't read, they're like, in pump fun. It's like, come on, do some reading before you make a comment.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit my first like couple months. Like I said, like navigating like CT and like getting to know people. A lot of people just wanted to treat it like a pump fund token, and then some people would just be like, you're not fucking gonna shut down pump fund, like no way. And I'm like, that's a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm like, dude, I know, bro, take it easy, man. But yeah, dude, it took me a long time to find like the right kind of people, because that was my whole thing, like bring the right kind of people involved. And you know, a huge shout out to Doc on Chain, if you know him, but he was one of the people that helped me, you know, start getting in touch with the right people. And from there, it's been, you know, it's been a slow process, but it's been good. You know what I mean?
That's how you gotta do it.
I can explain more about it, but I don't want to ramble too much.
No, this is your platform to ramble as much as you want. It's why we're here. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
So when you say that, were you in crypto? So I don't know why, but I picked up 2017. Is that kind of when you got your X page, or is that when did you start?
Not in 2017. No, I think I kind of got into crypto around like lightly around 2021 ish.
Yeah.
I was holding some stuff beforehand, but it was mostly just like Bitcoin on like Cash App or whatever. But I'd say late 2022 is when I like started really getting into crypto.
Now, are you doing this project alone, or are you with Doc's help, or how are you maneuvering all that?
So it's definitely with Doc's help. It is, my project at the end of the day. I pretty much funded all the expenses with like promotional stuff, but that's yeah. So I am the founder. I am the artist of the NFTs. It is my project, but we got, good people on the team. But in terms of like being the guy behind it, that is me. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, there's always it's good to have a mentor / someone at least on the side or behind the scenes who can really have your back, because this is, like you said,
can't trust anybody.
This is right up our alley, because so many times not just getting rugged but getting scammed is I didn't realize it was so bad until he started sharing all the stuff that he'd been through, which I'm sure you have in the past couple years experienced a lot of it. So what would you say is your most eye-opening moment to where you were like, oh, that's it, I'm doubling down on this?
What, in terms of like getting rugged in the past?
Yeah, was there a specific one that kind of made you pissed enough to make this?
Where you're like, damn it, I'm launching my own token.
Yeah.
So there was one, it wasn't like a rug, but there was a token called Phi Protocol that I like put a lot of money into, and it was doing really good, and I was up like 3-4x on it because I bought in at around 800K. It ran to like 5 million, and or ran to like 3 million, back to like 800, then up to 5. And they had some like it was bullshit, right? They had this like AI technology that was like supposed to find you the best quote to bridge between chains. Like when you're going to bridge a token, like it was supposed to find you like the lowest gas fee or some shit. But it was really just a website for show, and the whole thing just died off completely. And then that kind of launched me into like trying to trade shit coins, and then I got rugged a bunch of times. So it was like all those things back to back that just kind of made me be like, I can't trust any of these fuckers. Let me just
yeah, there tends to be a catalyst and a moment in time. Like I remember when it happened for him, and he was like, fuck this all.
Yeah. And then even launching your own project, you still got to be careful who you tell and like who, because
did you launch right away, or did you silently build in the back, kind of like this guy?
Like what I launched mine like 8 months ago and didn't really tell anybody because I didn't want.
Because there was active people scamming him, and like as everything was coming to light, we're like, damn, like never tell anybody anything, because this is a joke. You can't trust basically anybody. Well, until we found XPX and Troll Kings and stuff.
Yeah, no, I launched it right away, and I'm not gonna lie, like I definitely didn't expect how much work it was gonna be, if I'm being completely honest. I was just like seeing all these different tokens that had no X page or no website, and I was just like, well, look, like I know myself, I know I'm gonna be honest and transparent, so I'm gonna make a new X page, fucking build a website, do all these things, make sure a Telegram's active, launch the token, and be transparent with everyone, and then people will know I'm good. But then like everyone's just like, oh no, this guy's a fucking rugger, like right off bat without even knowing who I am. And I'm like, oh yeah, everyone just has distrust towards everyone. So again, the whole crypto Twitter thing, before I just traded charts mostly. Like I would look on Twitter stuff, I would be in like Telegram groups and whatnot before, but I mostly was just like looking at the charts when I traded. So the whole like navigating crypto Twitter, especially as like a founder now, was like the toughest part of finding the right people. Because when the whole like streaming narrative took over Pump Fun, people are like, oh, you gotta stream and like do crazy shit and like
Doesn't
you know,
work.
like I'm like, that's not what this is, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that
we
streaming
tried
was
that
a
too.
joke.
We thought you had to stream 24/7 in order for it to survive, and it doesn't do shit.
What are some of the? Did you ever buy into it and stream just yourself sleeping like that? I did that one time. I was like, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, huh. I thought you had to stream the whole time. What are some things that you did?
Well, I did stream, and if you look at the token on Pump, like you'll see like previous streams, and it was pretty much just me in front of the camera, like just doxing myself essentially,
Yeah.
being like, "Look, I'm here, man. I'm not gonna do any crazy shit, but I just wanted to introduce people to the project." Um, but no, yeah, man, it took a minute to like get things going, and then once I got very discouraged at a point in time, and then once I started to get in touch with the right people, it kind of brought the motivation back, and then from there it was a lot of connecting and building, and I can tell you guys about what we've been sort of building and the sort of roadmap for the future if you guys want to
Absolutely.
hear it.
Please do.
I'm a holder.
So-
I'm an NFT holder as well. So, yep.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know, and much appreciated, by the way, man. But so yeah, right now, you know, one of the first things we did with the token was something simple. It was just like a coin flip game for the Telegram group to add some. It was, you can call it utility, but it was just to make sure the token could do something and it wasn't just pointless, just while we got other stuff situated. But then with these NFTs, so like I said, I am the artist for them. It's a 3,456 piece set with a 0.1 soul mint price. If you have a soul god or a bull bear, you get half price. Our floor on Magic Eater right now is like 0.2 something because we had some guy that was fucking listing them low because he drained someone's wallet. So I swept the floor up, but it's still like fucked with it a little bit. But with these, once we mint out 500, we're at 388. We're going to introduce staking rewards on them. So it's going to be if you need to stake 10, just because I think it's like from a business perspective, it makes sense because they're only 0.1 sold a mint. So if someone spends at least 1 Solana and stakes them, then they should be able to earn the Pump Death token. And just, you know, just so I'm not like bleeding myself dry, sending out indefinite supply for everyone that minted one. But if you mint 10 and stake 10, you'll be able to earn the token. We made it mintable with the token as well. And then we have a lot of other plans, you know, for the future, but I kind of shifted focus back on the token. We were doing all these mint parties, and you can see on my page, I was making all these like trailers, like little movie trailer things for them. But I want to just get the token bonded, so I'm tired of having it on Pump because the whole idea was to make sure we had a good foundation of holders and good people in the project before we get ready to send it. And we are like 91% bonded now, so we're getting closer to that. Yeah, so I wanted to just sort of, you know, shift focus back on that. But once we get the token bonded, and hopefully, you know, send it way past that, I'm going to set up a private Discord that'll be NFT gated to add some more utility to the NFTs. And someone from the Soul Gods I was talking to recommended, because of my sales knowledge and abilities in like phone sales, to do like some like sales school stuff in there and different games and activities, and like, you know, exclusive stuff for the community if you're an NFT holder. So once we bond the token, that's going to be sort of next in the roadmap, is getting that set up. And then from there, we have 2 separate games planned. The first one's going to be much simpler than the second one. It's going to be like more of like a side scroller with the little Rug Reaper characters, and you'll essentially buy in with the token, and then the high score winner at the end of the week would win a payout, whoever had the highest score. But then we have a second game planned, and I tell people about this, but I don't want them to expect it super soon. You know, I don't want to be the kind of guy that makes false promises. But it is going to be very expensive, but it's essentially going to bring a lot more utility to these NFTs and have some of these legendary traits translate to abilities in the game and sort of bring these characters to life. And I do have a very good idea for that, but that idea for the game is kind of being kept under wraps because I don't want anyone to steal it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, good
but that
idea.
is down the
Yeah.
line as well. Yeah. But that's sort of the roadmap. Like I said, right now we've just been, especially in like this bear market, we've been focusing on community building and just getting the token bonded for right now. But the NFT community is very much alive, and we just again shifted focus back on that token.
Very cool.
Just the fact that, you know, you're alive, the chart is good, and it's months. Like anybody with a brain that's trading charts will be like, hey, maybe I should buy this project. It's not gonna, you know, I can go to sleep and wake up and it's not rugged. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I think you'll
Yeah,
bond
and
pretty soon.
that I know. I think so too. And that's the thing. I want, like, again, I'm more than happy to come on here so people know me, like, and see that I'm doxxed. I mean, my own boss at work holds some. Like, some of my friends hold,
Nice.
like, the token. Like, people I know and I'm close with, like, are have money in the project. So, like, if I were to do anything shady, I would be fucking over people in my
Yeah.
immediate life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not,
Not gonna
not
happen.
smart, so obviously it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we love about having people on here. It's like it can help you tremendously to show yourself because of the feel that is on Pump Fun. I just feel like it's all little rooms of scammers, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we're all showing face and saying, hey, if you're not going to do this, then obviously you're not someone I would ever trust my money with. So showing your face is it's huge
Yeah,
for me.
we gotta push a new meta, like
Yeah.
no more hiding, and then you'll watch nobody will buy anything unless you're like doxxed.
Showing your address or
Yeah.
something.
I don't know about that.
Where do
Yeah, I
you
don't want to
live?
show my address. I'll tell you that
No,
right now.
You
But
got to keep some things under wraps. So do you live in the U.S.?
yeah, I'm in South Florida. I'll say the general area.
Yeah.
I'm South Florida, Palm Beach County, so like near Fort Lauderdale
nice.
and Miami and whatnot.
How's the gas
Okay.
out there right now?
Oof.
Dude, I'm
Sensitive
not gonna lie
topic.
to you. I don't even have a car. I could get one, but everything I need is like close, and I end up Ubering everywhere. So, because for a while I actually wasn't able to drive because of my legal situation. Now I can, but I just also like haven't really. I have to technically I just have to take the license test again because I had it revoked, and I could do that, but honestly right now I don't even really need it, so I'll
Yeah,
probably
it's
get a car when all
overrated.
this
Yeah.
gas shit blows over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
we're paying almost $8 for a gallon, so
Yeah,
you're not
it's-
missing out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, my work's down the street. I live in an area where there's like everything you could need really is close by. If I'm ever going to like Fort Lauderdale or Miami, it's probably with people, so I'd probably ride with them. There's like a train called the Bright Line that's a super quick train that has stations all
Nice.
around South Florida. So it's like it's not hard to get around. So I honestly I don't even have a car. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That sounds glorious and free.
Yep.
So I have a question about your personal. You've been pretty open because that's some intense stuff to go through, and then so we're honored that you shared that because not everybody is that forthcoming with.
Oh, dude, I
things that
tell
have
everyone
happened.
everything. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good
Good ass
because
attitude.
I think kids can learn from you too. Like, especially if you're an influence in the space, they can be like, I'm not going to do that because he warned me. That's just not the way to go. And, it's important for us to share our past with the younger generation as well. So if I have a question for you, tickle your brain a little bit about something else. If your project disappeared tomorrow, what would you do? Would you stay in the coin industry? Do you love that? Because, I always joke, oh man, if the internet goes away, what's our backup, Do you dabble in anything else? Are you a woodworker? I don't know why I pulled it.
So I kind of
Carpenter?
make music.
Yeah?
So pretty much my skill set, I'm a very good cook because before I got into sales, I worked in the restaurant industry for 10 years as like chef, like sous chef, line cooks at a bunch of different places.
Nice.
Especially when I was getting all fucked up because like I would be blacked out for like an entire shift and then be doing blow all night and put Xanax and all sorts of shit. But I'm very good at that, but it was just like, especially once I sobered up, I realized like, man, this job just like sucks. Like when you were like, when I was like all fucked up all the time, like it was like whatever, you know what I mean? That's kind of, it was a job where you could kind of be semi-functional and still do what I'm doing.
Wow.
But
so you're multi-talented. Yeah. We don't want to go back there. Look, that might bring back some PTSD. Yeah. A chef line? Or a line chef? That's intense.
Yeah.
I've just watched Hell's Kitchen and I would never do it.
Yeah, I was the sous chef of like a pretty nice restaurant. I kind of worked my way up. I was like a chef, like head chef of this like weird place down here in Florida. But it didn't last long. I've been like lead line cook and line cook at a bunch of places. But again, it's something I'm really good at, but turns out I'm even better at sales and like calling people over the phone and closing deals and shit. So yeah, I mean, I'm very successful at my job now, but I do want to make Web3 stuff eventually some sort of a career, because I do believe that, you know, crypto is the future of finance. And even though this project is like the main goal right now, I also am kind of chasing like credibility, you know what I mean? I want to be as the guy who like built a project successfully, so if there's anything else I want to do in the future, there's like a good, you know, I have a good name. So that's another reason I'm trying to make sure I do everything right with this.
Especially in the market right now, to do what you're doing and maintain a good chart and activity. Like when the market turns around, like all of us that have been grinding in this terrible market, we're just gonna, you know, fictitiously 100x or 1000x.
It's a good foundation.
I'm seeing some little buys come in on the chart.
Nice. Too. Whoa.
22.1.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
90%.
I mean, yeah, I encourage people to get in while they can, because again, we have like, it's like 15.5% locked, and I personally locked all that. But also we took 50% of the NFT sales and put those in the liquidity pool. So that's like 5.5% with paired with Sol. Then actually a community member, this guy Dashad, shout out to Dashad, he's kind of the GOAT. He set up a liquidity pool himself. So, I mean, the community's kind of stepping in to, you know, improve the tokenomics as well, which is great to see.
Yeah. Sweet. We got somebody in the chat too. Looks like Obami Lucky. Obiama Lucky.
What is he saying? WWWs.
Yeah, he must be a huge fan, because he's like
Lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Luxury, can you read out the
Yeah, he wanted me to tell you he's here watching.
And W's, a lot of W's.
Looks like Miles.
Dude,
just bought a little bag too.
Dude, Lucky's a great dude. Happy to have him like involved in the project, you know what I mean? So I'm glad he showed up.
Yeah.
Some people, like, I know like Doc fucking wakes up at like 4 or 5 in the morning and is probably asleep right now. Because I know for you guys, like 5 or 6 o'clock, but a lot of us are like East Coast, so it's, you know, like, yeah.
What time is it there right now? You're 3 hours ahead?
Yeah.
So
yeah, Doc sounds older like us, because 4 a.m. is our jam.
Oh yeah, he said Lucky from X.
Lucky from X. Nice to have you, Lucky. See, you're inspiring people. Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's always nice to find, you know, like as you go to spaces and you meet people, like real people, rule holders. Those are the ones that, you know, stick with you the whole time, and you know, it's always
for sure to have your team.
Yeah.
He's giving you hearts and rockets. And Miles bought a bag. Miles is one of our guys from forever, and he's given you 3 flames.
Let's go.
We like the fire.
3
emoji.
flames. I'm fucking crushing it. Hell yeah.
Wow.
So how many NFTs have you minted already? Like 335 or something like that, I think you said?
It's 388. I'm not gonna lie though, I minted 100 to myself, because when originally, as you know, To give away, but also to fill up the floor on Magic Eden. So as you know, the collection was frozen, and we did that to make sure, while we were getting things kind of off the ground with it, we didn't want people like fucking up the floor price left and right, especially people who got whitelisted and whatnot. So we kept it frozen for a while. So before I unfroze it, I minted myself like 100 of them and filled up the floor at a high floor price. And I don't expect to sell any of them on Magic Eden yet. But I also wanted it to be filled up that way, so anyone that does want to list can be like, okay, like, look, everything else is listed at like 0.8, so a couple people listed at like 0.4 and whatnot. So but I also kept 50 for giveaways, and I've given out about I think like 17 of those 50 so far.
Nice. And right now the floor price to mint is 0.1 still, or?
Yeah, it's still, the mint price is the same, but
okay.
just, I figured putting it, loading up Magic Eden, especially with a higher floor price, would be good for the floor, encourage the community to lift higher, and kind of introduce people, because I've bought random NFTs off Magic Eden before, you know what I mean? Like, I've definitely done it, so it's just like another avenue for people to see it.
I'm going to definitely have to load up. You said I got to have at least 10 in order to stake. Oh, we got
Doc stayed up.
Doc said I stayed up for this, bro.
And then
he's in here. Hell yeah.
Lucky said Doc's in the building. Shout out to Doc.
So I got to grab a few NFTs, a few more.
Yeah.
I think I've got like 4.
I need 6 more.
Yeah, I need to get like 6 more.
Wow. These guys love you. What up, Big Doc? Oh my gosh. Your people. It's good to have them.
Yeah.
So what do you see this project doing in a year? Where do you want to be at?
Well, as much as I want the market cap to obviously like be in the millions, like who doesn't? I also I don't really think about it too much, you know what I mean? Because I feel like as long as we focus on the community and building and like keeping, staying here, the market cap eventually does. I'd rather have it be stable than super high and drop.
Yep.
So I figure just keep building and keep doing, what I'm doing. But in reality, in a year from now, I'd like to have that expensive game done, and I'd like the project to generate revenue enough to be able to afford that game. But that's sort of, I don't know. I don't really try to overthink it, because I feel like I did it first and it stressed me out, and then the second I just like
I don't really
the second you have more fun with it, it's good.
Just know that like, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna be showing up, I don't give a shit where the chart's at, I'm still gonna be bringing stuff to the table.
He's like the younger you, if you would have figured all this out at this like at a younger age. Like, you have such a huge advantage. I don't know how old you are, but you look about 23 to me.
I just turned 50.
I'm 29.
Oh, you're 29? Well,
yeah, I have a really young face.
Nice. There's an advantage to that, but it's so cool that you get to learn this in your 20s, because then in your 40s they're going to be you're going to be killing it in the game, and it is a very beautiful chart. He told me how to spot a beautiful chart, and that one is a flag, a gradual flag.
No violent, you know, crazy, and that's,
we trust flags like that, or charts.
Yeah, and if you see, like, Solana kind of worked against us the whole time.
It did.
And if you see, like, the chart originally, like, it hit like 15K and went back down.
Yeah.
I paid Dex for the listing at 15K, but it was like right before the holidays, and I was like flying up to Maryland to spend the holidays with my family. And the second I did that, people were like, oh, fucking, like, dude, it had momentum because of that. And then people were like, oh, dude, trending, do this, do that, do that. And I'm like, bro, I'm fucking getting ready to, like, see my family. Like, I don't really care about this right now, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going anywhere, so like hold, but like it's fucking Christmas right now. And so some people kind of dwindled out because they just wanted to get in for a quick pump, even though I specifically would tell people, like, look, man, this is something you buy into and kind of forget about it for right now, or help us grow it, you know what I mean? And then Solana went down further as well, so we had that dip, but then picked back up momentum, locked supply, liquidity pools kind of helped bring it back up, and now it's just been in a solid momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've woken up. I look at the chart. I'm like, damn, who sold? Oh, it was just Solana rugging me.
Yeah. Doc says LOL passe
Yeah.
or pass.
Past his
Past
bedtime.
by bedtime,
Yeah.
but he's in here.
Yep.
So what if you like Doc was your mentor? If you could mentor, say, my son who's 16, because I've been trying to get him into this because I really do think it's the future, and I know that, you know, he can learn from David and people such as yourself who are maybe a little closer to his age range. But what advice would you give a kid coming in? Because I feel like it's all the young ones who are just like, they want the immediate high, the immediate sell, the immediate Friday. We always joke, oh, someone needed their Friday night date night
Yeah.
money.
Their
you
chicken
know?
nugget money.
Yeah.
I would say invest in stocks for a year first.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Because, like, you know, people, because I think I kind of got into stocks. Well, like I said, I'd had some crypto and been holding some Bitcoin or whatever, but that's not really like when you're like into crypto, you know. And I was like holding some stocks and seeing like conviction pay off was great, because I had this stock called Matterport, and they make like they might be becoming irrelevant because of AI stuff, which sucks, but they
Yeah.
make like the cameras that shoot the photos for like virtual tours for real estate. You know, when you like look at like a house and
Oh,
you can like
right.
virtually tour it.
Yeah.
They make those cameras. And I was holding their stock for like months and it didn't do shit. And then one day it just like went up like 112%. And I was like, whoa, dude, like this thing I bought and forgot about, just like I doubled my money. And I think the mentality of being able to like invest and not gamble is good to know when getting into crypto. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I like gambling. I like trading shit coins sometimes that I
Yep.
know are probably going to rug me.
Yeah.
But I also know like I'm probably going to lose my money, but like let me see if I can play the game. But I know what that is. You know, I don't think like, oh, this is a really good investment on like shitcoin 3000. You know what I mean? I think like, okay, I'm gonna get in, get out. This coin is probably a rug pull. But some people don't. They can't make that difference. You know, they just they see a green candle, they want to buy in on it, and they're like, oh my god, it's gonna keep going, and they don't take profits at a healthy rate. And then yeah, so
Nobody
I'd say
knows how to do that.
learning the stock market before you do. Yeah.
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 That's
learning.
funny
Yeah,
that
like
you say
crypto
that,
and shit is
because
a good move.
I bought a bunch of stocks before I got heavily into crypto. And I was buying stuff right when the whole like COVID hit. So like everything, like the airplane industry, like all these stocks were dropping like 80%. And I was like, oh, so I started buying stock, and then all of a sudden, you know, a week later it was back up again. I'm like, hell yeah. Which led me to Ethereum. And that's a whole nother story with all their fees and gas and stuff. And then once I discovered Solana and their, you know, you could buy a huge bag and it only cost you a couple of bucks, I was like, whoop, I'm hooked.
Yup.
But that was back when things were good. You know how
Yeah,
it was.
and
You could
that's-
buy anything and you wake up and it's a 10x from where it was. Not anymore.
Yeah, and that's why I love Solana for that reason. You know, I think that's how Solana is ideally how crypto should work. You know, you shouldn't have to wait forever. You shouldn't have to pay tons of fees, but that's why, you know, like the whole thing with Pump Fund, like it brought a lot of liquidity to the chain, but it also really hurt its name, because people just think Solana like, oh, it's like the meme coin rug chain, but like no, it's the chain that has like really can process like over 60,000 transactions in a second and transact them fast and low gas fees, like so much potential. So I think real projects is what is needed to really bring Solana back to the good graces. And they've been doing their thing, like they partnered with MasterCard or something like that. But I think if more of us can just build good projects, Solana will have a better name,
Yeah.
and we can end that pump fund mentality, which is the whole thing with the project.
Yep.
I love it.
Love it.
The pump fund mentality, what do you think that is right now? What is your what are you trying to change about it? Like,
Well,
What do you
everybody
think?
hates it, really, because.
Well, I'm asking him.
Oh, sorry.
What's the
Yeah, well,
mentality?
it's that
Go ahead.
it's sort of that difference, like where people like, between people are just gambling and they think they're investing sometimes, you know what I mean, or they think they're trading. But like you look at like trading a stock and trading a meme coin, they're completely different. A lot of those rules go right out the window with meme coins because they some of the shit doesn't make sense, and people need to understand that when it comes to certain of these tokens, you're gambling. And a lot of people, because of all these rugs and because things just die off in less than a day, people don't want to hold anymore. And then you present them with a real project that's been around forever that you got to tell them like, hey, you're probably going to have to hold this for a few months. And they're like, oh, what the fuck? No, dude. And people are putting like money they need to eat into a fucking chart. Like, you should never do that. Like, the number one rule with investing is never put in money that you're not willing to lose. So I think people need to learn how to invest and stop like cheating out of tokens right away, especially when they find a good project. You know what I mean? And that's sort of the culture that Pump Fun has formed, and other launch pads too. And like I said, I think Pump Fun itself is a good platform. You know what I mean? Like they set up the security features. A lot of the stuff's done for you. It's pretty much free promo because like people buy things off of Pump and it shows it on the front page when there's buys. But it's just, people used it for the wrong things. And I think building a good project out of it sort of proves a point that a project doesn't have to be launched and bonded in the same day for it to be a good project,
Amen to that.
That's good. All right. Well,
The game that you plan on doing, like future, that's gonna obviously generate income to where I'm assuming you're gonna do buybacks, burns, or do rewards for holders and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I burned like 12 million tokens. It's not a bunch, but I think, sorry, like I said, I like getting over a cold or just started getting one or something. Yeah, so if I sound a little fucking nasally, that's probably why. But no, so the ways I think a project can generate revenue in a healthy way is, one, with the NFT sales. Like I said, 50% of that goes in the liquidity pool, but the other, well, 15% of it goes to Doc because he really helped me put this thing out, and then 35% of it goes to me. And that really ends up just, even though it's like to me, it ends up going to other expenses of the project long term. I really haven't brought back like a single profitable dollar from this project yet.
I hear you.
But yeah, but I mean, so the liquidity pools, you get paid for volume. I get creator rewards on the token. So if we can get the token flying, I would get creator rewards. The percentage of NFT sales I would get, would generate income for me. The game, even though it will be for rewarding the community, I'm sure there will be a revenue side that is generated from it. And eventually we do want to do physical merch, which would really help with the revenue side. But that I have to do a lot of legal stuff, and I would have to make sure I'm very careful about making it strictly about the NFTs because of copyright things. The second you having a token that's called End Pump Fun is fine, but if you start branding merch with that on it, that's copyright infringement. So it would have to be very focused on the NFTs. So that's probably like the last thing in the major game plan. But all these things I think combined can make it generate revenue in a healthy way.
Yeah. If you put End Pump Fun on stuff, you might have somebody out there that's like, hey, what? Even though it's like, no, we're not ending Pump Fun. Just, part of the...
Obioma Lucky said too many crime on Pump Fun.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
There's so many.
If you were to see Pump Fun and like look at the trenches on just coin after, like literally like almost every second, it's sick.
Yeah. I didn't know there was crime.
And it's funny, I'm sure you found it too, building something legitimate. You show it to all the people that are crying for something legitimate and they're all like,
Yeah.
They don't know how
And
to
they're like,
deal
get
with
that shit
an
away
actual
from
project.
me. They're like,
Yeah.
Ah, the ruggers.
But we will.
No, not at all. Because people want quick money, and that's
Yep.
why people need to learn what investing is, and not just, you know, there's a difference. Like I said, if you want to trade shitcoins, I do it myself. I get it, but like you also want to have like a portfolio of things that are going to grow over time. You know what I mean? Those are the people that do well, or the people that do that.
Yep.
Yeah. This has
Yep.
been educational because I'm new to it and I'm kind of learning as he goes and loses and wins and everything. And I'm still learning so much. There's so much I don't know. So thank you for educating me on that, because it's wild. I didn't know there was all this involved.
Are you gonna have like a maybe like an educational space or something like on your Discord or whatnot, so people can just learn? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that would tune in for that.
Yeah, you should. You're good at this.
Yeah. Explaining it in layman's terms.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, no, I appreciate that, but I think that will be a great thing to do in the Discord. And actually, I mean, shit, you just kind of gave me that idea just now to do it, because with the
Why not?
the whole like sales school, the whole sales school knowledge thing was given to me by another person. I was like talking in a space about like what I do for work and how I'm really good at like closing deals and the top dude in my office, and then like I literally like gave them a pitch that I use at work, and they were like, someone told me they're like you should like teach people how to sell stuff like in the Discord, have that be a feature. So
Yeah.
I can do education, sales knowledge, and games in there. I want to make it a, you know, because NFT technology, it's so much more than just like the art, even though the art is what kind of brings us there. I mean, it's the community, but if you can make an NFT a ticket to like something that's desirable, or like a pass to it, that's like one of the greatest utilities I feel like to give an NFT. You know, NFTs that earn you money are also a great utility, but having it mean like this NFT gets you this is like one of the best ways to put use to it. So I do want to make the Discord like a place you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be huge. A lot of people like to learn, but nobody has the patience, or nobody wants to, you know, help everybody learn. So that's a pretty good skill set.
Yeah, we need more teachers like you and Doc and you. It's just it's just educating them. They're clueless. They're clueless, and they're out there and they have a computer and they're just losing.
Yeah, teach them how to
educate
spot
these kids.
rugs, or how to spot bundled tokens, and you know, all that stuff, because nobody, you know, newbies have no idea, the normies.
And how to talk to a lady on Pump Fun. I cannot tell you, since we're on the Pump Fun track.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got anybody in your
Yeah,
DMs.
I think people need to learn. Like talking to a lady on Pump Fun? What do you?
No, the
someone
people
hitting you
the
up on
people
Pump
that
Fun?
would come on when I was doing my lives. I
Yeah,
was like, what? Who is on these things?
Yeah.
That's what Pump Fun needs to get rid of.
Yep.
It's the internet. You
that's so
can't
true.
stop it. It's just the nature of the internet, you know.
Yeah, live and learn.
Well,
But
right
a lot
on,
of those
man.
people are people that like don't actually like probably talk to any women in the real life, so they just like are like, oh, I can say a bunch of weird shit on a keyboard. And some
true.
people just do it for fun, like because shit's funny. I get that, but you can tell the difference of someone that's like fucking with you and someone that's like really being like odd.
Yeah. That's how we block. That's why we block.
Yep.
Wow, the chart is doing its thing.
Yeah.
Look at those. Are some pretty little numbers.
Yep.
Nice. Wow.
Well, do you have anything?
I haven't even looked at it because I got this thing up, but
Yeah, do you got anything? Anything epic that you want to tell people, or you know, you have a you know, something that you just want to?
Any closing remarks?
I mean, most of the people, like, I've been around for a while and a lot of people have heard from me. So I think people kind of know, you know, exactly what we're doing. All I can say is we're kind of like sticking to, you know, the game plan step by step. Right now, it's like full community building, getting the token bonded, Discord next, game development after that. But we hold spaces every Saturday at 11 a.m. and then someone else from the community holds one at Saturday at 9 p.m. So every Saturday we have like a little double feature. I've been encouraging some of the other community members to start hosting their own spaces for the project, which they've been doing. So all I can say is stay tuned on X. Feel free to talk to me. I'm pretty open about anything. And yeah, man, hold your bags.
Yeah.
Lucky said people want microwave food. Nobody is ready to wait for the chef to cook. That's true. That's true.
Dude, yeah, that's good. That's
good.
Cook. Holy shit.
At these prices, it's like at $22K, just buy a bag and support. Nobody wants to work for their bags anymore. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on when you bond.
Yeah, when you're at 2.2 million.
Yeah, dude, that's the other thing that like blew my mind when like starting a project was like whenever I was like invested in a project, I never joined a fucking Telegram group unless I had already held the token and I was like, okay, let me like try to like be involved. You know what I mean? There's people that just like come in and they're just like, oh, we need to do this, and I'm like, do you even like own any of this? Like,
do you even go there?
Like, like why are you here? And dude, that's the thing. I kind of hate Telegram. It's good for hype and stuff, but like, there's so much nonsense on there. But yeah, and then obviously there's like, you got to pay for promotion in certain like times, and you got to. Some people are out here that are jobbers, and I get that, but like, yeah, people have kind of forgotten what like working for your bag is. Because me personally, like I said, I would trade charts and then get involved when I liked the chart, and then I would get involved in the community. But people just like sit around and like wait on the sidelines, and then they're like, oh, it's like it's up, like it just bonded now, or it's like, oh, now it's at 100K, now I'll buy. It's like, dude, you've seen me out here. You could have bought in at like 7K and been up.
Wow. Well, thanks for teaching us teaching me a few things. He already knew all that, but for being one of the good
every day.
That's true. For one of the good ones, hustling and making it happen and showing us how it's done. It's nice to find people who are like-minded and projects that we can get behind and promote and have on the show. We appreciate it.
Just being doxxed, you're already leaps and bounds over half of the stuff out there.
Yeah, and not everybody does it. It's because they're dishonest people. Nobody wants to show their face if they're afraid because they've been dishonest. So thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll definitely have you back. Hopefully you'll be bonding here pretty soon.
Thank you for having me.
You're at 91%, pretty much.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
It won't be long, I don't think.
Nope. And then the sky's the limit.
I'm definitely going to get some more, try to get me some more NFTs too.
Yeah, get me one too while you're in there.
All right.
I don't have any money.
We'll get you one.
Well, have a good night over there in Florida, and take care and keep getting the W.
Yep. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, guys. You have a good night out there wherever you guys are.
We're in Cali.
We're in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured, I knew it was West Coast. I wasn't sure like how far West Coast. Okay,
yeah, we're in between like Disneyland and Vegas, so we're the boring desert in the middle of two party places.
Yeah. Cool.
At least you got options and you got the chill area. But yeah, man, no, thank you for having me. I'm more than happy to come on here whenever.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, we'll definitely be seeing you around on X as all of us continue to grow. All of us,
yes, sir.
Real developers, real owners. Yeah.
Gotta hold hands.
Yep.
Stick together. All right. Well, take care.
Yep. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thanks.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Have a good night, guys.
Nice.
All right.
He is the younger you.
Yeah. I wish I would have, man. I wish I would have been in the charts, in my 20s.
I know. They didn't exist though.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yep.
Those young kids, they have advantages, but
well, yeah. Anybody that's interested, make sure to head over to Death of Pump Fun, even though they're not trying to kill Pump Fun. Give them a follow, join their community, and just good vibes. And don't forget, work for your bags. I always say, like, when you find to put it in layman's terms, if you find something, just treat it like a restaurant. You're like, oh man, the food's good, the chef is cooking, the vibes are good, and like spread the word. It's free.
Yeah, if there's anything we can educate people on, it's that. Work for your back. Don't expect to get any handouts.
Don't make us do all the work. Like, we love doing work as, devs and CEOs and owners, but, we can't get big without the help of actual people spreading the word.
Yeah.
And it's free, because you never know. You might tell one person, then you get a good holder, and that holder knows 3 people. They tell 3 people, and then so on and so forth. And then tokens running, everything's legit. You got a real builder behind it, not looking to, rug for chicken nugget money.
Not everybody shows their face.
Yeah.
And I think you know what I'm talking about. This guy said, don't forget, short-term thinking is a disease. Lucky's got a lot of good advice. Yeah, it's short-term thinking is a disease.
Yeah.
Long-term, force through the trees.
Grab yourself a bag, grab yourself some NFTs. I know I already bought my bag, I think a couple of times. And I know I have like at least 4 NFTs, but I'm going to get some more while the price is cheap. That way,
nice.
When the game comes out and the staking and all that, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to be staking.
Yeah, and props to him for turning around, He could be dead somewhere in a ditch, but he said, nope, I like life enough to turn this all around.
Yeah.
So if you're out there, you're going through something similar, this is the Phoenix part of me.
Proof.
Yeah.
POW, proof of work.
It. Yeah, you can do it. You just got to make the decision to be better and do amazing things with your life. You only get one.
Absolutely.
He was a pretty cool kid. I say kid. He said he had a young face. I didn't know he was like almost 30, but he's a kid to me.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in on another freaking-tastic episode of The Luxurious Lounge. We will see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah.
We have another amazing project that's going to be coming into the lounge. And I'm also I bought my bags for that one too. Buy. I mean, look at Whale Token. Whale Token was on here a month ago. They were at like 18K, 19K. They just touched
first here.
$2.6 million market cap. So I literally have 1,000x bag. Haven't sold a penny.
It's intelligent investing. That's what it is. It's simple.
Find somebody that you can trust. Find someone you can believe in.
Yeah. And believe in yourself a little bit. Good night, good night, good night.
All right, good night. We'll see you guys later.
Love
like,
you.
comment, subscribe. Wait, it's on this side.
Follow.
Wait. It's hard
Everything's
to do it backwards. Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Good night. You